Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTBase.com. Welcome to a weekly COT review. Today we're going to be analyzing the 13th Commitments of Traders Report of 2026, and as we always do, we shall start off by looking at the largest changes in commercials net position. So we're analyzing the classic COT report type. We've got 4 different COT report type, classic having the longest history of COT data. We have newer COT report, the disaggregated, the traders and financial futures, and the commodity index traders report types. But in these reviews, we concentrate on the basic and classic COT report, which divides open interest into 3 main trader categories. Commercials, they're represented with the red line over here. And then we have large speculators in green, and we have also non-reportables, or we call them small speculators, in blue on a separate scale chart. And as you can see, we have sugar on top of our list with a 45% change in commercials net position. So this recent change in their net positions represents a 45% change compared to this range. So the range is measured on a 52-week look-back period, which corresponds to 1 year. We look back and we check the range. So this is kind of the lowest reading for commercials net, and then this is the highest. And that's 100%, and this most recent change is about 45% of that range. So it's a huge change. It's quite obvious that it is the largest change in this past 1 year time frame. And it is a bearish change signal suggesting some sort of a weakness coming early next week. Now, this is the COT change signal analysis, and this is something that we use for identifying shorter term patterns. But if we move to a 5-year chart, then you can see that we actually are moving away from a significant bullish COT extreme that has been present in this market mid-February. And if you look at the chart, that actually coincides with this bottom. So the higher time frame analysis, the COT Extreme analysis, shows us that we are actually witnessing sugar reacting to that bullish extreme. Commercials were overextended on the bullish side, large speculators on the bearish side, and that ignited this rally that is being witnessed right now in the past 2 months now. And we expect this to continue. So you can see on this chart the most bearish extremes happened somewhere in this range. We are pretty far away from those levels. So if we say this short-term change signal could push the price lower a little bit, I would say in the medium to longer term, I think this is a very, very solid confirmation of this extreme signal being successful. We have metals complex as our next market. I usually jump over complexes because this is something for our subscribers. We basically combine the individual markets which within a sector. So in case of metals, we're talking about gold, silver, copper, platinum, palladium. We take the individual COT reports and combine them into one combined COT data. So if I'll open this for you, what you will see on top, we have gold. So on the right side over here, in case of complex charts, what you can do is you can select the market, but the COT data underneath is a combined for the entire sector. So the entire metal sector shows us something quite interesting, that around this top, early January, actually, this was the January 15th was the extreme, the most bearish extreme reading in the combined COT report. Now, it was a little bit early. You can see that the gold actually was able to carry on. Nevertheless, it seems to me with this recent decline that its signal has taken its effect, and we have witnessed gold come down. This 22% change is a little bit larger than average. That is why it's on the list, and it suggests that we could see in the short run higher prices in metals. That can be gold, silver, and of course the rest. Copper, so one of those metals, we have a 21% change over here. You can see the change size, definitely greater than average. And it is pointing upwards. No surprise, of course, because it is part of the metals complex. The higher time frame shows us that we had a bearish COT Extreme situation early this year, and it seems as if the market has taken that signal and reacted to it, and it's coming down. We can expect this trend, this decline to continue. But this most recent change in traders' net positions suggests that in the short run, we may actually see some further rallies or higher prices in the near term, early next week, let's say. Now, something I'd like to introduce you to is our own unique indicator, the iCOT Intraday Indicator with AfterSignal. This is a quite unique tool that we've developed after many years of research, bringing you COT analysis into the shorter time frames. So I'm going to pop back over here and show you here on our page under indicators. You'll find the indicators that we've developed. The Pro, this is focusing on classic COT analysis, and this iCOT, which is our newer indicator, and it brings COT analysis into the real-time arena. You can find some great charts and videos on how to use this tool. All I'm going to say is that we differentiate between speculators and commercials. We call them such, but of course the data itself or the charts themselves are not directly coming from CFTC, but they do mimic what COT analysis has given us. And that is what we have tried to compute. And I do believe that we have been successful in doing so. And I'll show you in 1 second. So we have signals from commercials. Those are represented with a yellow diamond above the candle if it's a bearish signal, below the candle if it's a bullish signal. Then we have speculators, the green line. And if that is at an extreme, what happens is the candlestick changes its color to blue. You can see the candles changing to blue, both in case of a bearish signal or a bullish signal. And when we have both of these happening at the same time, we can get these stripe signals, these vertical lines through the chart. Those are the strongest signal types. So if we come back over here to copper, what you can see, this is a 1 hour time frame. So every candle represents an hour. And you can see how well these extremes, you can see a stripe signal at this high over here. We have another stripe signal signaling this top. We have a stripe signal, a bullish stripe signal at this bottom. We have a bearish stripe signal at this top. And then as we're coming down, we're getting bullish signals all over the place. What the AfterSignal version of the indicator does, because there are two types of iCOT indicators. The basic version simply plots the signals on the chart. The AfterSignal will actually filter out these signals and tell you what is the best time to enter the market. So for instance, let me show you, for example, this over here. So we're getting these bearish signals from the chart, the first one on this candle, the second one on this candle, but the AfterSignal will actually require the market to confirm the signal before it actually plots the sell signal on the chart. That's what AfterSignal does. Same over here, we have some bullish signals, but it will only act when the market confirms that signal. Same over here, and of course everywhere else. It's a great supplemental tool if you want to have something to help you enter the market. This is designed to help intraday traders as well, so you can go down into the 1 minute time frames if you wish. I just wanted to show you an example on copper. The next market we're going to continue our analysis with is the Euro-Japanese yen currency pair. Here we have a 17% change in commercials net position. Now, mind you, this is a market with, as you can see, periods of times when there's simply no COT data. It's a small market, so I would strongly advise, if you are trading this currency pair and you are looking at the COT data, to maybe use the euro and the Japanese yen currency separately to come to your conclusion. But nevertheless, we have a 17% change, slightly larger than average change size, suggesting further strengthening in the near term. And the higher time frame situation is, you can see we have more of a bearish extreme at this price level. Again, it's just the futures market, the Euro-Japanese futures contract. It does not have such a depth. I would strongly suggest to look at the euro, look at the Japanese yen separately. Moving on to large speculators COT Extreme analysis, we have a couple of complexes. We're going to jump over those and open crude oil, the WTI crude oil. Of course, these days it's definitely in the news almost every day. We're not surprised to see this bearish extreme building up. I would imagine this trend continuing if we see higher prices in oil. Let's look at the entire history, and you will find that the largest bearish extreme was actually here in 2018, when you can see, actually, if we bring the tooltip back, I usually take it off because it's just bothering my eye. But if you want to check exact valuations, you can do with this. So we had about 800,000 contracts net short for commercials, close to 800,000 contracts net long for large speculators. So you can kind of compare this most recent reading to that and decide for yourself, is this a bearish extreme that you would act upon? I would definitely not, especially in this environment. We just want to note that stress levels are shifting towards the bearish side of the market. We had a significant bullish extreme actually back over here not long ago. And this was actually a very good signal to go long in the market. Moving on to soybean meal, 120 report extreme and large speculators in soybean meal. So it's, of course, over here, you can see that on the chart, we are talking about, 123,000 contracts net long for large speculators. And then it is a bearish extreme, suggesting lower prices coming in the next couple of weeks. Cotton is our next market, 98 report extreme and large speculators. Let's have a look at that. Here we go. It is definitely a more of a bearish extreme, but if you go back in time, you can see that extremes can grow much greater. So for instance, over here, back from 2 years ago, roughly, we had a beautiful bearish extreme catching this top in the market. And we're not there yet right now. I would say, patience is definitely key in this arena. If we look at it on a shorter time frame, let's say a 2 years chart, then you can definitely think this is a bearish extreme that might influence the market. But that's cotton. Of course, there's so much more to do here at COTBase. If you'd like to dig into your analysis, use other tools, then we do have a couple of great tools at your disposal. If you want to go and dive into a specific market, let's say it's the Australian dollar you are trading, then you can actually choose that market and find all the data sets within the report. Everything is chartable as well, and dig into that data if you wish. So that is all for this review. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to comment underneath the video or send us an email to info@cotbase.com. Thank you so much once again. Have a wonderful weekend and see you next time.